As the weekend kicked off, Manitoba's busiest emergency department needed at least 24 nurses, but their union says only 8 were scheduled.
Basically, if there isn't a nurse to look after a patient in the bed, it's just a piece of furniture.
Health officials say staff were reassigned from other parts of the hospital and asked to work overtime. Part-time employees were also called in.
People are just desperately tired, frustrated, frightened, and burned out.
In Ontario, staffing issues forced some hospitals to close their ERs at various times throughout the summer.
High degree of uncertainty and certainly a lot of distress and moral injury.
This weekend, 2 hospitals north of Toronto warned people to seek alternative help for anything less than an emergency.
It is incredibly difficult. We struggle to meet the demands of patient care, and we have no end in sight.
Those struggles are happening across Canada. In the Northwest Territories, paramedics will now be called into healthcare centres to help out. In BC, 1/3 of nurses worked overtime this year. That's more than the national average.
When they are continuously called upon to pick up extra shifts, to extend their shifts from 12 hours to 16 hours or more, nurses are human beings. They're not robots.
Saskatchewan will soon move some patients to a private clinic in Calgary. Frontline staff say it would help if nurses could also move across provincial borders.
With nurse professionals moving from one province to the other, there are many barriers.
The struggling healthcare system is expected to be discussed when the Premier of Ontario meets his maritime counterparts this week, and the clock is ticking. Experts warn the problem will only get worse this fall, with an expected rise in flu and COVID patients.
I think we're going to see some challenges within the healthcare sector this winter. And the other sort of unfortunate part is there's no magic, easy, quick fix.
That's all too clear to hospital staff struggling even now to care for those who need it. Talia Ricci, CBC News, Toronto.